true that telling someone to go back to their country could be interpreted in so many different ways. I always thought the meaning of that phrase and the intent behind it was pretty clear. But even after being called racist and getting a formal reprimand from the House of Representatives, President Donald Trump has leaned into personal attacks against these four progressive congresswomen of color, tweeting this past week that essentially they should go back to their countries if they think America is so bad. Well, three of them were born in America, so there's really nowhere for them to go back to. The fourth, Ilhan Omar of Minnesota, is from Somalia but has been a U.S. citizen since 2000. But apparently, President Donald Trump and his supporters don't think she belongs here. They made that clear at a campaign rally in North Carolina.
Omar has a history of launching vicious anti-Semitic screeds.
Send her back is the chant that you were just hearing. This past week, Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal of our state issued a rebuke of the president's rhetoric and the rhetoric that has followed and will continue to follow it.
Dissent is patriotic and, in fact, a core value to our democracy enshrined in our Constitution. And yes, I am a proud naturalized citizen born in India, a proud patriot, a proud person who belongs in this country. And it's not the first time I have heard go back to your own country, but it is the first time I have heard it coming from the White House.
Look, no one is saying that Ilhan Omar can't be criticized. In fact, both parties have found plenty to criticize about her and the three other progressive women at the center of President Trump's initial attack. Republicans see those women as pushing the country towards socialism. And many Democrats, including House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, see the progressive wing of the party as pulling them in the wrong direction. But let me tell you what happens to all of that legitimate criticism with a chant like this. All of your legitimate criticism disappears. You lose any ground you had to stand on when your attacks move from the political to the personal. When your argument becomes racist, the other side gets to dismiss anything else you might have had to say. President Trump had a decision to make in that moment. He could decide to steer the conversation back to Ilhan Omar's political beliefs, to silence the crowd, or he could let them keep chanting. We know what decision he made, although the president later told ABC News that he didn't agree with the chant. I'm reminded of something the late Senator John McCain did when confronted with a similar situation during a presidential town hall debate when he was running against then-Senator Barack Obama.
I got to ask you a question. I do not I can't trust Obama. I have read about him, and he's an Arab. He is not. No?
No, ma'am. He's a decent family man, citizen that I just happen to have disagreements with on fundamental issues, and that's what this campaign is all about. He's not. Thank you.
Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if all politicians made that their personal policy? Or frankly, if we all did. If we all agreed to focus on differences of opinion instead of personal attacks. How different our country would be. And as for telling someone to go back to where they came from, our view of whether that's racist shouldn't depend on the political party of the person who said it.